Thank you for participating in the feedback survey this week in a little different way. So I just wanted to let you know the results of what you told us. So 71% of you think that we're moving a little faster than you had anticipated. So I think from the standpoint of kind of where we're at with that is hopefully you saw some adjustments. I know that you commented on the adjustments. And we need to make sure we get the learning done, but we can slow down a little bit. Here's something that I think is interesting. If we look at this picture over here, this is how people traditionally like to learn, and you're used to that, and that's how we have been learning. So the learning method that has been used prior to now, for most of us, is this lecture type model, where the faculty person stands at the front of the room and goes through each of the different slides that the author supplied, and we learn together. This model that we're using, and I know that some of you have commented where, I could have bought the book and done this on my own. I hope that when you do see the class and either the online class or the face-to-face class, ours looks more like this. We can't look like this if you don't do the reading on your own. So I agree that you should be reading on your own, and it does feel like, and it should feel like, that you're teaching yourself. We are all teaching ourselves. It's called learning. So hopefully by the time we all get to class, we do more of this, which can be uncomfortable and chaotic and definitely different than what we're used to. So I hope that as we get better at doing that, it becomes more comfortable and less feeling like you're spending all the time and we're not doing anything. I don't think that's the case, but I wanted to address that. Time is another issue, and I understand this, that there's a lot going on in everyone's lives between family and work and school. I would ask that you consider something and really think about how much time are you spending each week on a given class. As we talked about the expectations from the beginning, we said about 10 hours outside of class time, so about 20 hours total if you're taking 2 classes, would be needed to be successful in this program. So there is a lot of work, and you could be feeling like sometimes you're under a time crunch. That I understand. Sometimes, again, we feel like there's a lot of work and it can be very overwhelming. And, we did get some feedback regarding the setup of Moodle and how it can be confusing and people are spending time that they don't necessarily have. Also with the questions and the quiz, the error that was made, really some of the timing hasn't been as smooth as it could be. So we'll pay more attention to that and hope that that has something that is behind us. The good news is there was some positive feedback as far as this particular week that we just had, enjoying the fact that there was some of the solutions there to help guide you, and you felt more successful and less like it was spinning your wheels or something that was a little overwhelming. And last but not least, I know that teamwork continues to be a shift for us as well. So I thought that I would leave you, teamwork is part of the MBA program. That is truly, hopefully, what makes us different than undergraduate work, between actually applying the materials in a hands-on concept way, and we'll continue to work towards that. But I thought I'd leave you with some of these quotes that really shows that teamwork really is important, and all your employers and all different kinds of activities that you do outside of work, you're required to be efficient in your teams. So hard work, probably the case, as we saw from Thomas Edison, who actually failed about 10,000 times before he was successful with the light, tells us that it's really only 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration. It's hard work. This program will be hard work, and I hope that it will be a good return on your investment from that standpoint when you look back after you've finished it. As far as teamwork goes, I think Peter Drucker actually made an interesting statement where it's neither good nor bad, it's just a fact. Wherever we work or play together, we're doing it as a team. That's how life is. And I think Henry Ford, who could argue was one of the great industrialists who really changed the way that that period was, said coming together is a beginning, keeping together is progress, working together is success. So those are important themes in this program, and I know that this is, for many of you, your first class, and some of these things are adjustments. So we'll work together to continue to make adjustments, and hopefully at the end this will be a positive and rewarding experience. Thank you very much for sharing your feedback.